The House comes to order. I'll hear from the member for Higgins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. What is the Albanese Labor government doing to support workers in the education system and to tackle disruption in Australian schools, and what has been the response?
Give the call to the Minister for Education.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the terrific member for Higgins for her question. Last week I told the House about what the tax cuts mean for teachers. For a teacher on, say, $95,000 a year, that'll mean a tax cut of more than $2,000. But of course, it's not just teachers who work in our schools. A teacher's aide on $65,000 a year will get a tax cut of more than $1,300. A school cleaner on $40,000 a year will now get a tax cut of more than $600. And a school bus driver on $70,000 a year will now get a tax cut of more than $1,400. Every taxpayer gets a tax cut. That's the point. That's why Australians support it. And that's why, over the last few weeks, the opposition have been behaving like some kind of beginner's Bikram yoga class, all hot and sweaty and desperately trying to contort themselves into a position that we really know they don't want to be in. They hate it, but they're voting for it.
Order.
They hate it, but they're voting for it. Why? Why? Because they know that Australians want Albo's tax cuts. Not only that, they know Australians deserve Albo's tax cuts. And that's what they're going to get on the 1st of July.
Just ask the Minister to refer to all members by the correct title.
Of course I will, Mr Speaker. They know that Australians want and deserve the Albanese government's tax cuts. Now, Mr Speaker, I'm also asked about disruption in our schools. There's lots of reasons for that, but one of them is vaping. This is what a principal said in the Australian newspaper on the weekend. Students are fixated on getting their next hit. They're being very disruptive and distracted in learning. We see the behavioural effects from withdrawal as kids disappear from the classroom so they can get their next nicotine hit. 1 in 6 kids in high school are vaping at the moment. 1 in 6. This is a menace in our schools. No wonder parents are worried about it. Now think about this. 9 out of 10 vape stores are within walking distance of our schools. 9 out of 10 vape stores within walking distance of our schools. That's why the Minister for Health is about to bring in legislation into this parliament to ban the sale of these vapes at these stores. And I want to thank the Minister for Health for his leadership in this area. Unbelievably, in that same article on the weekend, the opposition refused to back it. They refused to say that they would support this legislation.
The member for Cowper will cease interjecting.
Now, on something so important, so serious, that affects our schools, that affects our kids, that affects parents and teachers, I can't believe that the opposition won't support this. Just like they've had a change of heart on tax, they need to back this ban too.
The minister's time has concluded.